Storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, TGIF. It's Friday, it's looking good outside, and it's feeling better than it has, at least these last couple days. The sunshine's still a little deceiving. Temperatures do remain below the freezing point right now, but not by much. That freezing point is 32 degrees, a little hint there. Now, taking a look outside, seeing that beautiful blue sky, the sun shining bright, it just looks nice. Again, feeling better too. 30 degrees in Rochester, so about 2 degrees cooler than the freezing point, and many of us sitting there. Albert Lee now moving to 30 degrees as well in Mason City, Austin, Charles City, Decorah, La Crosse, all at that 30-degree mark. And I wanted to show off the wind chills. Again, they're about 10 degrees cooler than what the actual temperature is. That's what it's feeling like on any exposed skin, but they're in the 20s this time. We're not talking the single digits. We're not talking sub-zero, which we had just a couple days ago. We've moved back to the 20s. So if you want to head outside, now's a great time to do so. Still going to need the coats, still not a bad idea for hats, gloves as well if the kids are going to be out for any length of time. Or maybe you just want to go to the park, sit on the bench. It is still cool out there, and temperatures will warm up a little bit. We're going to see clouds increasing just a smidge as they come on in from the north. That will limit temperatures from climbing any higher than the low 30s, but still feeling so much better than these last couple days. It's only going to get warmer into the weekend though, and it's all because of the setup of the upper atmosphere. We're going to take a peek at that in a moment. First, I do want to point out the clouds I mentioned as they continue to move in ever so slowly from the north. They have the potential to bring maybe a flake or two, maybe a little bit of the freezing drizzle. I'm thinking most of this probably won't hit the ground, but it is possible, and it's something that we'll be watching for and give you updates on that as these clouds continue to build. Overall, though, high pressure has stayed in pretty good control through the morning hours here. A lot of high pressure can be found across the country, in fact, and that's the setup I was alluding to. These warmer conditions are pushing in, I know, Minnesota here, Iowa, in the blue for the most part, at least in our immediate area, but we are going to get to feed off some of that warmer air as we head into the weekend. Temperatures getting back up into the 40s, if you can believe it. I am going to push time forward though, and this is what we're watching. Our next potential weather maker dips in. It brings a chance for maybe a bit of a mixture here as we come into our Monday. This is around midday on Monday, so we're going past the weekend. So this is the next thing that we'll be watching for, as well as the cool down associated with it. Like I said, the chances are not terribly high, but they're there, just giving you a heads up in case, got to hit the road. It's possible. Moving over to Sky Tracker 3, there's the clouds I mentioned coming on in. They could make things a little bit darker here for the evening commute. Otherwise, though, many of us will remain on the sunnier side. Not really much to see when it comes to Sky Tracker because we've got decent conditions coming our way. If you have yet to decorate, that is me. I'm on that list. The next 3 days, including that Monday, looking fantastic to do so. I just love the mid-40s here in December, Nick. It's a good time to get out because, again, we do have that cool down coming our way as we head into midweek next week.
No, I am looking forward to this weekend like no other. When you get 40s, you have to relish it, that's for sure.
You really do. Still need a coat, but hey, lighter coat that is.
After that cold, though, you kind of get adjusted to it a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're running out there in a short sleeve shirt and you're feeling no pain.
That is true. He's got a good point, so keep in mind it's going to cool down later next week.
All right, thank you, Sarah.